Hey there, this is Gary McCormick with League of Lions, and you've come from another video that was talking about tracking. So I want to tell you about that because it's something that gets messed up almost all the time. I can barely think of a business owner that had good tracking. But I want to back the bus up for a second and talk about a couple of other phases because the tracking is kind of the cherry on the sundae. So the first phase, when I work with a client or a client is trying to decide whether they're in business, in the wrong business, or need to get in business, I call that preparation. So that's kind of its whole separate animal. You know, figuring all that stuff out, kind of deep diving on it, making sure it's the right business, making sure it's a good offer, making sure it's going to meet your lifestyle, that you're going to be able to do it and maintain it for at least 5 years or 10 years until you can get out and sell it. But the next stage after that, I call it stir. S is for strategic. That's the planning phase. The T is for tactical. That's where you figure out how to actually do the things or hire people to do the things that are on the strategy. Because the strategy doesn't do anything. The strategy is just kind of a concept. It's a hypothetical. It's a game plan. But the tactical are the actual moves. I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do that. And it breaks them down into little compartments, into to-do lists, so that you have an action plan. That'd be a good word for a tactic. The tactics lead to an action plan. And then the I in stir is for implementation. Now, even if the other parts are good, most people get hammered on implementation. And that goes back to a video that you've probably already seen. If not, go find it. And that's about managing your time and moving forward and all those things, because those are the things that really hamstring us on implementation. But implementation is the science in itself, maybe an art more so. But the final stage is to rinse and repeat. To rinse and repeat, to figure out what's working, what's not working. And the quicker you can make that cycle, the faster you can fail and regroup and improve. If you can do that every week, then think how much faster you're going to have success than doing it every month or every year. But how can you rinse and repeat? How can you have any clue what's working and how it's working? There could be 10 different things that you're doing for marketing and 3 different things for sales and 50 different products or services. If you don't track the calls and the clicks and figure out how many close and what it costs them to close and all those different numbers, man, it's like flying blind. You might as well be driving with your head out the window looking backwards. You could spend 5 years getting what you could have got done in 6 months or a year done if you'd have had a good feedback loop. If you'd have been able to rinse and repeat and improve and learn fast. You know, it's all about speed. Learning fast, failing fast. So without tracking, and it's so rare that I meet any business owner that has really good tracking. If they have tracking, it's horrible, or it's marginal at best. So I can't cover all the tracking in this video. I just want to say one thing to just show you how silly it is. I use a software that works with Twilio. Twilio is the biggest provider on the internet of phone numbers. I rent a lot of phone numbers for $1 a month and a penny a minute. So if I'm working with a client and we need to track 10 different methods of getting marketing leads or sales or track phone calls, for $10 a month we have 10 numbers. And we can go at the end of the month and listen to all of the messages, listen to all the recordings. Did the receptionist give good directions? Did people answer the call? How long did it take? And then we can look at how many actual calls and sales came in and know that one methodology cost $5 a lead and the other cost $500 a lead. What would you do? Would you keep doing the $500 a lead, or would you do more of the $5 a lead? How can we even know if we don't have tracking? It's the craziest thing I've ever seen in business. It is absolutely a business killer. To fix this one thing, not to mention all the other things, it's just astronomical for a business. So anyways, if you want to find out more, if you're interested in talking about it, if you'd like to see what classes we have or what trainings we're going to do locally or online that could help you with this, or just want to do a phone call, it's easy to find us. Go ahead and click the button below or look up in the top corner. There's phone numbers, there's emails all over our pages. You can check out some of our other videos. It's pretty easy to find us. We're not pushing that hard. But you know if you need more information on this, and you know if your marketing is lacking. You know if your business needs tightening up or improvement, or there's some places that you're stuck. And if they are, and you like what I'm saying, and you feel like I legitimately have 30 years of experience in business, I'm a good communicator, I'm a good coach, reach out and just give a call or an email. All right, I hope you got a lot out of that. Even if you don't ever call me and you just use that yourself, go on Twilio. CallFire, by the way, CallFire is an easier platform to use. It's about $5 a month per number and 2 or 3 cents a minute. So if you don't have my software, if you don't know how to run Twilio and do coding, then the easiest thing is to use CallFire. Look it up online, get some CallFire, and then you'll know exactly how your marketing is working with your phone calls. All right, have a great day and be blessed. Talk to you soon.